3 for the price of 1. Now that's the concept that the Disney Store is going for with these, but we're going to truly discover, we're going to do our research and investigate, open these bad boys up and find out if they truly are 3 for the price of 1. Like, do you really feel like you're getting Road Rumbler McQueen and Deputy McQueen along with your regular version of him? Like, is that really how it pans out? I don't know. We're going to find out when we open them. But yeah, guys, welcome back to another Disney Store Cars on the Road box set review. The other day we did Ivy. That was fun. You guys know, check out that video if you haven't already. I'll leave the link in the description below and card session pop-up. But I absolutely love the die cast of her. Not a huge fan on the skin because it was so thin and flimsy, but we'll see. It probably is going to be the same material as the Deputy skin here, but maybe it fits better. Maybe it doesn't reveal as much of the original coat of paint underneath. But yeah, guys, let's dive right in. Obviously, Disney Store website, 17 bucks if you want one yourself. They're using your typical Cars on the Road packaging, same font, same map design. This is the smallest box. Like, it's not as long as Mater's and it's not as tall as Ivy's. On the back here, it shows your interchangeable attachments, but kind of in a weird way. It shows how all of the Rumbler pieces will attach to McQueen, but it kind of just shows the Deputy Hazzard skin there. It just looks like the poor guy was scalped. Oh my God, that's brutal. Just floating. I wish they showed you how it would actually look on McQueen, but remember, we talked about this yesterday and the day before. Do they really believe it looks good enough to show you? Maybe not. Now, it's kind of weird to me also that on the Mater packaging, they do not show you how it looks with the Rumbler attachments, but they show you how he looks as Super Speeder Mater. So honestly, to me, it almost feels like 3 different people, like 3 different teams made each set. And they like designed the box their own way. They thought about it differently. They barely had any collaboration. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, let's get this bad boy opened here. Yeah, I think we're ready to get it open. There's not really much going on these packagings. There's a part like flopping around in there. You can see that. So I think that's the part that goes on his hood. Yep, I would believe so. So hopefully it's not broken or anything, but the box is already kind of coming apart here. I got my broken T now, which is kind of sharper than it used to be, so we can slice through this tape a little more easily. And then he just lets me down there like that. What a guy. All right, I'll be right back with this all opened up. I must say, that was pretty pleasurable to get out of the package. You know, the Disney Store, I don't know if you guys remember this, but they actually used to screw the cars into place, every single one, whether it was a single, whether it was a multi-pack, not the 2-packs, but multi-packs and singles. They would literally screw the car with screws into the bottom cardboard with like a plastic insert there, and you had to take a screwdriver to it all. Gosh, I do not miss those days at all. That was so incredibly annoying. I'm glad that they aren't doing that for these. This one was even easier than Ivy because they didn't use the twist ties. They just used these fun little Cars spin tab things, which pretty cool. I feel like I've seen these somewhere before, but yeah, that was kind of nice. It's cool that their cars themed and shaped. All right, let's start here with just regular road trip Lightning McQueen, who looks like he's done some drugs. The expression is not favorable. I'm not a huge fan of that. Just looks way too robotic. You know, in all seriousness, it just looks like he's an alien. He just looks like he was cloned because his eyes are straight ahead. They're perfectly centered there. His eyelids are perfectly straight, and he's got your classic smile. There's just no character to it. Ivy was actually looking to her side. That looked really good. This one can't say the same thing about it. Both of Mattel's on the road trip McQueens look better. You know, they also feel better. This feels kind of cheap. It feels cheaper than like a previous World Grand Prix, for example. This is just an example, but all the previous like Disney Store McQueens feel a little bit more solid. Another drawback to this is that you have all these little squares on him for where you have to attach his Road Rumbler pieces. So you got one on the hood there, you got one in the center, you got one in the back window there. That does kind of take away from it. They did they tried to hide it. You can see they tried to hide it, but it's difficult to do so. So if you just want this to be regular old road trip McQueen, I'd say save yourself $13 and get a Mattel version. Get one of the new nice expression ones over here. The decals do look good though. Everything's clear. The red rims look really good. That's one thing that I think looks better than Mattel. I'm not a huge fan of these gray windows with the black outlines around them though. You have 95 on the back there. Can't complain too much about all that. I do like the rubber tires. They're all covered in my turf right now, but you could just easily blow that off. Now, like with Ivy, I'm not sure if you guys got through that part of the video, but I could not get the pullback function to work. And I'm pretty sure I'm just pullback incompetent. I have this problem. I don't know. It started with the McDonald's pullback McQueen. Honestly, I pull it back and I get the wheel spinning and then I set him down and he just doesn't go anywhere. Like, do I have to like give him a nudge? I don't know, guys. You tell me, what am I doing wrong here? Like, I could feel the resistance there. Okay, there we go. Did I finally get it? All right. So you gotta like, well, see, that's wild. All right, I don't know, guys. I struggle with the pullbacks. It's something I need to work on, clearly. But the pullback does work here for McQueen. Pull it back and let it rip. Nice. All right. You know what? Let's do Ivy because I didn't do Ivy in the last video. So why not do her? A little bit of a slow go, but she's getting there. I can't believe she went so slow. Maybe it's my turf here, my terrain. But yeah, okay. Like the rubber tires, not the expression. Let's start with the Rumbler attachments here. We're going to do his outside shell. Well, actually, let's look at the little instruction manual that they included here. I don't know why my lamp just went off. Oh, my lamp is battery powered. That's why. Oh, well. Lightning still looks pretty good, so we're going to roll with it. So it says, okay, showing you how to attach the, like the main chassis there. There are a couple holes, I guess, that we could snap it into. And yeah, it looks pretty self-explanatory. And then you just pop the other two pieces in. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Yeah, okay, so you could see there are these two like poles right there. You could see them. And they will snap right on in to the base here. If positioned correctly. They are a little flimsy. It is kind of like a rubbery plastic. So it can kind of bend to your will. It's not bending to my will right now. It's bending to its own. I got one in. It's always hard to get the second one in. Alright, I think we got like good enough. Yeah, it's pretty flat there on the base. Gotta pull his pants up here, I guess, in the back. Oh my goodness gracious. Where does this go? Why does the spoiler look absolutely atrocious? Okay. Alright, I think we got it. Alright, we got it, guys. You just kind of got to play with it a little bit and eventually it'll snap into place. Here you have the little hood piece here. Looks like it'll go like this. The shorter end in the back. Wow, that actually went way smoother than I thought. I really like that. And again, here you'll have the shorter hair in the back. It literally just pushes down. Yeah, it goes like the other way. Okay. It pushes down these squares, which I honestly did not think it was going to do. I thought it was going to kind of curl around the edges. But we're having the issue here that it's not long enough. Is the spoiler supposed to go like through this? It's hitting the spoiler here. Maybe you just gotta really force it. No, I get the spoiler's clearly in the way right there. Alright. Alright. Does the spoiler have to go like behind? Is it supposed to go like that, I guess? Maybe? And then you could put this on here like that. Alright. That works. So here is Road Rumbler Warrior Lightning McQueen. I must say I do like the outer skin here. They did some nice detailing on this rubbery plastic. Some wear and tear. You got the exhaust pipes there, which are sticking out quite a bit. You have the spikes back here. Lots of wear and tear. I like this frontal piece here. I like the mohawk. The rubbery plastic works well for this because you can kind of move it around and play around with it. Doesn't roll though. I guess that's probably something important to note, that it doesn't roll when you have this piece on. Because you have, unless again, I'm just not getting it in properly. Yeah, there's another hole actually up here. Like, I'm just struggling to get it all the way in. It's like I'm really trying to give it my all right now, and it's in there. It's just not going all the way. But either way, it feels like the tires are going to be inhibited by this fender piece here. I don't know. This is really confusing to me, and obviously the instruction manual didn't provide any words. So I don't know. Maybe it's just not going to roll. I don't really see a world where this guy's going to be able to roll. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like it would really roll. This final piece here kind of shows the spoiler almost on top of the original spoiler. This is weird to me, guys. This is weird. I think this is how it's supposed to be, but he's more of a glider with this giant bar down here in the middle. All right, so let's tear it all down and put on Deputy McQueen. I have to say, though, I like the ease of taking those two parts off. Let's see if these parts come off just as easily. Hopefully I don't bend it, but you got to get out of the base. Yeah, it's stuck in the base holes right now. Got one out. Wow, this other one here on the left is in there good. Holy cow. All right, got it out. That was only slightly painful. But yeah, I did bring out the color changer version of him so you can kind of see the differences. And yeah, it's kind of the same. You know, you have these extra pieces along here. Obviously, they made that a separate piece. The rubbery plastic is definitely the way to go for these Mohawk pieces, though, because Mattel did the same. Mattel didn't attempt anything on the back, though. They just made all a part of the main body. So obviously, this is just a color changer lacking the on-the-road decals as well, but I like the expression better on the color changer version. That is. All right, now let's put on the Deputy McQueen skin here. This should be way easier to accomplish, and yes, it is. I can't say it looks better, though. You could roll. The car can roll, though. This really just looks more like a Halloween costume to me than like an actual Hollywood wardrobe type of deal. I know it's a B movie, but still, you guys know what I mean. First off, the wheels aren't the right color, and they're not even close. The tires aren't even the right brand. It doesn't really latch in anywhere. You're always like constantly pushing it down like this, which I don't love. The expression's okay. At least they made an attempt in changing that. The color is quite a bit different from the Mattel version here. Let's take a look at the decals. Deputy Hazzard with only one Z. Looks pretty clear, though. Looks good there on that side, too. The light bar looks pretty good. Like, that feels pretty sturdy. Pretty hard plastic. I mean, it looks pretty bad here in the back. In theory, this was a great idea, you know? And a lot of companies have tried stuff like this. Like, I've seen these costume shifting merchandise items before. And there's always going to be kinks. It's not going to be perfect. It's not like a snap of your fingers and bam, you have a completely new look to McQueen. But I mean, this looks even worse than the Ivy one. Like, it doesn't seem like it's quite big enough on the sides. It doesn't come all the way down. Yeah, I know I'm kind of negative, in this video, but I'm just telling you guys how I feel about this, and I just don't think it's a very good product. I mean, look, you could see that. You could see all that back here. It just doesn't fit well. The bottom line is it doesn't fit well, regardless of how thin it is. It really looks like something that you printed off of your printer from Google Images and folded up like one of those origami swans, and yeah, called it a day. I also am not a huge fan of how after pressing in on the hood there, the square kind of stayed downward. Oh, I got to come back up there, but keep that in mind that when you insert these Road Rumbler pieces, that it might actually cause the car, these squares, to stay suppressed after you remove them. So yeah, guys, that is all I have for the McQueen here. Again, not great. I think the best looking one is in fact the Road Rumblers, or the Road Warrior McQueen. I'm going to reassemble that one, see if I have any better luck the second time here while I close out the video. I just think that they could have executed these a lot better. They feel a little rushed to me, which they sure enough could have been, because I mean, they took forever to come out as it is. All right, maybe we shouldn't do those pieces first because they just got knocked off, or that one did. But yeah, you want to try and get this frontal piece in here, and that just is not cooperating at all. You guys let me know in the comment section below, will you be getting these box sets from Shop Disney at all? Are you only going to get the Ivy one? Are you only going to get the Mater one, or whatever? Let me know in the comment section below. Man, I do not like this. It's just way too difficult to align the poles, and you feel like you're not doing it right. And then you got this whole deal back here, and gosh. Road Rumbler McQueen, everyone. I feel like the Hulk after time travel. It'd be like, time travel, and he waves his arms out. Road Rumbler McQueen, here you have it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, what the hell, though? This just looks so wacky. These parts are just, it's like it really does look like a Party City knockoff Halloween costume. I'm like pulling his pants up here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to display this one at. Probably the Rumbler version here probably looks the best. This thing's popping out of the roof here. Man, this is not a great item. But all right. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe this all teaches us a lesson to be patient with Mattel and let Mattel do it right. And there's a reason that the Disney Store closed 75 to 90% of their physical locations across North America. Bye now.